Hey everyone, Airsoft Alamo here, and today I will be reviewing the Tokyo Marui 2.5-inch Colt Python. Being such an old model, you can still see they did very well on the box art. I mean, come on, just look at it. I would have never thought that gray and blue could just play so well together, but they just did an outstanding job on the box art. I can't get over it, and like the snake pattern in the background as well on the top of the box, just great. Let's take a look inside to show off the goods. As expected. Simple but looks amazing. I tell you, it never gets old opening a Tokyo Marui box. Oh, sorry, I was lost in the beauty of this revolver. But let's tell you what you get in the box. As standard, you get your manual, barrel plug, BBs, and unjiming rod, and they even spoil you with an old-fashioned speed loader. First impressions, looks great, but this is the first time I'm gonna say it just doesn't feel right being plastic over metal like the Dan Wessons. Just feels so weightless, and the controls are very unsmooth, and it's just not for me. That being said, let's get right into the chrono portion. And if you have trouble seeing, don't worry, I'll put the results on screen after the first 10 shots. Like all TMs, it is pretty consistent. Alright, with the chrono test out of the way, we're going to go ahead and do the range test. This is done by 10 meters away with 2 gram BBs. Just to keep in mind, today is a very windy day. In the UK we've had some heavy storms, so you might see some BBs fly, and it's just due to the wind and not the gun itself. Alright, now let's take a look at the results. So at 10 meters away, at a target which is 7 inches by 7 inches, didn't do too bad considering this is fixed top and on a windy day. Using this for CQB would be ideal. As for outdoor, I wouldn't recommend it due to the fixed top. Let's quickly go over some of the functions of the revolver. It's single action as well as double action, so if you choose, you can cock the hammer back, making your first shot easier, or you could just pull the trigger and fire to your heart's content. On the rear of the hammer, you'll see the little black switch that engages the safety. When pushed forward, it will stop the revolver from being able to shoot. When pushed to the rear, the safety will be disengaged and you'll be able to fire. With this having fixed shells, this means instead of taking the shells out, you just load the BBs into the front of the cylinder. Each shell holds 4 BBs, which is 4 times 6, giving you 24 shots. On the left side, you will see the switch to release the cylinder from its housing. Just pull it back and push the cylinder to the left. Also, if you are wondering where the gas goes, it's in the butt of the grip. One more thing to add, it is possible to decock the revolver. Just have your thumb on the hammer as you slowly squeeze the trigger and guide the hammer back up. Keep in mind, it is recommended to do this in a safe direction just in case it isn't done properly. I also did a gas test to see how many BBs will fire before it runs out, and it's safe to say you could fire up to 60 shots before running out, which is just over 2 cylinders full. All tests were done on Abbey 134A gas and XL 2 gram BBs. Great products, I always use these in my TM guns. So now for a quick pros and cons list, starting with the pros. Number 1, easy to fill gas instead of CO2. Number 2, nice rubber grips. Number 3, looks great. And now for the cons. Number 1, feels too weightless. 2, low FPS, might bother some. Number 3, a fixed top. Final impressions time. There's some stuff I really love about this. One being fixed shells, making it more practical for airsoft, and also being able to fill the gas into the grip, which makes it a lot easier than carrying CO2 around with you. My final score for the Tokyo Marui Revolver 2.5 Colt Python is a solid 6 out of 10. That wraps up this review. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and maybe even a comment. Make sure to stick around for the card shown on screen, and thanks for watching, and see you next time.